All right, guys, let's get this rolling. Purdue versus Northwestern. I know what time is it? About a half hour away from tip off. It is what it is. I'm still going to get this out there. Must win for Purdue. Coming off of two bad losses. Well, we'll say one bad loss, okay? Um, against Ohio State. Bounce back game, right? A game that we must win. A game that we must win by a good margin, in my opinion, as well. A game where we have to show dominance and not allow them to hang around. Yes, this is at their place, um, but this is a game that Purdue has got to show. The big three has to show up. They have to play well. They have to feel like they're meshing, right? Last video, I talked about how it doesn't feel like recently the team has been meshing, that they've been more colliding than anything. This has got to be a confidence game. The team has to come out, and they've been talking about how outside noise has been affecting this team. This team has got to show up and shut the outside noise out, shut it up by the way that they play tonight. They've got to show up, be the better team. Statistically, they're much better team, but we've seen how that has gone for us. They have got to show up, be that better team, dominate the game, and prove that even though this is a lower end team in Northwestern, they're 13-16. They have got to show up and put it to them, win by double digits, and prove, that we can still hang. And yes, it doesn't prove necessarily a lot, but don't continue to roll over, right? Bounce back, all right? This is a game, this is probably going to be a quick video. This is a game where we've got to see the rebounding play a factor. We just got out-rebounded by an Ohio State team that's not a good rebounding team by 7, where we've out-rebounded teams like Texas Tech, that Obi Toppin. We out-rebounded teams like Nebraska, right? We were pretty close with Michigan, I believe. Good rebounding teams. We're a good rebounding team. We haven't acted like it recently. We've got to be that. Northwestern in the Big Ten ranks 18th out of 18 on the defensive rebounding. They're 14th offensive rebounding. 320th nationally. They're not a good rebounding team. We cannot let this team we cannot let them show up and punk us on the boards. This has got to be a big game from Clough. And Clough is on the hot seat right now. Struggled defensively all year. Beginning of the year looked great rebounding wise. He hasn't been now. This has got to be a game where he dominates the boards. There's nobody on this roster that should even compete with them. There's not somebody on the roster. Arrington Page is 6'11". After that, their tallest guy is 6'9". Okay? There's nobody on this team that should compete with him rebounding wise. 320th nationally. If this is a close rebounding game, our chances are pretty slim moving forward. Not necessarily in this game. This is a game that, regardless of what team shows up, we should win. But a game where, for confidence-wise and for fans, for the players, right? They're humans, right? They need to see the ball go in the basket. They're not defined as basketball players, but right now we're talking basketball. They need to see the ball go in the basket. They need to see a dominant performance. there's not a single person on this team that should be able to compete with Clough on the boards. I'm going to jump straight to it. I know previously I just dogged on Jacobson a lot. I said he's not ready. I'm not necessarily taking that back. I still believe, when we got him, he was a project, right? It was part of the development. He's still developing. I believe in the offseason and whatnot, he has time to develop even more. That's good. That's good news, right? You don't want to just give up on him. I think that there is good in him. I think that, they can develop him. I didn't say anything otherwise of give up on him, right? You can't give up on him if Clough has been playing the way he has been. But in this game, like I previously said, they don't have anybody over 6'11". I would like to see us give him a chance. I think you have to play the long game with him. Last game played 4 minutes. He looked unplayable. Fair. Okay? This team is lacking confidence. Our coach has come out and said how the outside noise has affected the team. You can see it in some of the players. I think Jacobson is one that it's obvious that you can tell. But just something, I think that we should give him a chance tonight because he's got to play. When Clough comes out, you can't just not 100% go small because Trey's going to need a break. And so I think you try it and build his confidence, and this is a good game for that because we're going to need him moving forward. This is a team that takes care of the ball, right? They don't turn the ball over very often. Average 8.7 turnovers per game. That's about the same as we are, I believe. Yeah, we're 9. Okay. This should be a game of low turnovers. It's going to come down to offensive execution. That should point in our favor, right? That should 100% be in our favor. This team has to show up. We have got to put on a dominant performance and prove that we can play. We haven't seen a great offensive performance that just puts a team out in a while. And we need to see that going into this weekend and going into March Madness. They are a team that does not shoot the ball well. They're not a three-point shooting team. 32% on the season. As we are just shy of 40 at 38. But, their best player is Martinelli. We knew that, right? They are currently on a 3-game win streak. That's their first win streak, 3-game win streak since the beginning of the season. Martinelli is their guy. We knew that, right? He just had a game winner against Oregon. He can shoot the ball. It's not what he's looking to do. He is more of a get downhill, work down low, dribble pull-ups, fades, stuff like that. I imagine we will see TKR on him. We need to see the TKR that doesn't foul. We need to see just the wall up being in the right spot. Offensively for us, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to TKR and Clough. I think we're best when we go to TKR and work it inside out. And Clough is a capable passer as well. Get it inside. Shot's not there, kick it. I feel as though guys make more shots when we do that. Our offense just looks better. All around, we just want everybody to get going. Last game, 0s across the board from our bench. Besides, I think Jack and Jakari. and that was a total of 5 points. So we want to see the bench get going, want to see shots go in for everybody. We just got to see shots go in, confidence going into this season, or this stretch for March. We just need to see that confidence arise, and the March version of this team needs to show up. I said rebounding. We're third offensive rebounding and top 10 defensive rebounding. We have got to dominate the boards. I already hit on that. Must dominate the glass. Clough has to have a breakout game. I'd like to see him score the ball too. We got to see him be versatile. We have seen a lot of, my biggest complaint is ball screen hedges. This is not a team that we need to hedge against. They're not looking to shoot threes. They don't want to shoot threes. And when they do shoot threes, they're not very good at it, right? Get in drop coverage, right? We want to see us stop putting, and maybe Cliff just doesn't listen. Okay, maybe that's not the defensive game plan. But I want to stop seeing hedges and just drop back and play defense. And then don't foul, right? He has a tendency to just foul too. But yeah, just an overall game where, as a whole, we want guys to show up and just see shots go in as a confidence. Limit Martinelli, don't let him get downhill. Pack the paint. I mean, they're a team that just drives, gets to the basket, dribble pull-ups, park it in the paint and make them shoot out threes. Jaden Reed can get hot from three. He's not shooting a high percent. I mean, he's 31% on the season, but there has been games where he has made a few. But with that being said, don't jump right off the bat. Let him. We need to see him make a few before we just decide to, jump at him every time and act like he's Curry. Be in drop. And if he, makes one or two, okay, now start playing up, okay? Just a game that I want to see, especially from Braden. I want to see him take care of the ball, get to his spots, be aggressive, obviously make shots. I just want to see overall effort from this team. I need to see stop looking for fouls, stop complaining for fouls, just go strong, play hard, play together, and we should be completely fine. I mean, this is a game where we should dominate the game, but I want this to be a game where we dominate it collectively and just see these guys put it to them. And yeah, I want to see the bench get going. I just want to see everybody play confidently, because obviously that's when we are at our best. But yeah, that's all I got for this. Hoping for a good matchup, hoping for Purdue to show up and show out and just put it right past them. Thanks for stopping by, and be ready for the recap. Go Boilers!